magazine features, radio interviews, sponsorships, and more great opportunities. That's makingitmag.com, doing dope stuff for dope artists, 10 years strong. In 3, 2, 1.
It's Street Anthems, bitch. Hey, come on. Music certified by the streets.
This your man DJ Will Money. Catch my mix show Street Anthems live right here on this station. I'm playing the hottest hip-hop and R&B music. I'm also showing love to all the independent artists with the Indie Spotlight segment. So tune in to your favorite station right here. Let's get it.
Hey, yo.
Street Anthems live mix show.
Yeah, keep it locked.
Get live with DJ Will Money.
It's going down.
Here's another exclusive interview on K100 Radio.
All right, y'all ready?
To the K100
Welcome to the second half of the show, you dig? You know who it is.
K100, you bastard.
This is K100 Radio. I'm your host, Bliss, and thanks everybody for tuning in to the show. This is another one of our direct line interviews on K100 Radio where we chop it up with our special guest. Today, we're going to be rocking out with the homie Von T. He's an independent artist, man. He's got something going on, a unique story that you just don't hear a lot of artists got to go through. So we're going to let him talk about that. We have a video. We got some songs. We got a lot popping. Yo, Von T, what's happening, fam?
Yo, what's going on? Doing, bro?
Man, I'm good, family. Thank you for doing this direct line interview over here with us on K100 Radio, man. We appreciate it, man. We're here to rock with you. We definitely want to hear, your story. You got a really unique issue going on that just a lot of our independent artists that we talk to ain't got popping. So we're gonna talk to you about that whole situation that you got going on, family. You know what I'm saying? What's up?
Right. So I don't know if you want to just straight jump into it.
No.
You wanna want me to talk a little bit first, but definitely I got a lot to share with you tonight, bro.
Hold on, we're gonna hold off on that. And we're just gonna talk about you, and then we're gonna get into everything that you got going on with the government. All right, we're gonna talk to you about all of that. You feel what I'm saying? All right. So listen, K100 Radio again. I'm your host Blizzard. Thanks everybody for tuning into the show. This is a direct line interview with Von T, and he's on the line right now, man. So first and foremost, I'm gonna just sit back and let you talk about yourself, introduce yourself to the broadcast. Tell us about your grind real quick and how long you've been an artist. You got a lot of accolades behind you, but the floor is yours. Just let everybody know who we're talking to right now on this direct line interview. You got the floor. Go ahead.
All right, yo. Yeah, so this is boy Von T. So a lot of people probably don't know who I am. You know what I'm saying? I live out here in Grovetown, Georgia. That's pretty much located right here by Augusta, Georgia. But I do a lot of my music out here in Augusta or Atlanta, Georgia. And I actually got to give a shout out to you, Blizz, and you know what I'm saying, Illa Kill, because like I got my first album coming out, which is called Music Is, and every single that I've had that's been on Illa Kill has been illed. And that's not a stab at any other artist or anything like that, but I've had at least 4 or 5 singles that are coming out on my album that I've actually fucked with Illa Kill that actually got ill. So I just got to give a shout out to you real quick, you know what I'm saying, for being able to provide that platform for independent artists to get their music heard. You're actually the reason why me as an artist, I got signed right now. So like I said, you know what I'm saying, my name is Von T. I'm based out of Grovetown, you know what I'm saying. I deal my music out of Atlanta, Georgia. My label that I signed with, Slapbox Music, you know, shout out to Slapbox Music, shout out to Music Headquarters, and everybody who stand behind me, all my fan base and everybody who stand behind everything that I do. Everybody knows that I have a unique story that I'm telling tonight. They know that I'm a service member. They know that I'm a soldier. I served in our country. I deployed. I fought and everything like that. They know that I've been doing music since 2017. I was a strictly independent artist. Nobody had put on for me or anything like that. Everything that I did was strictly independent. So, like, for all the independent artists out there, I'm telling them, like, if you are out there and you're independent You know what I'm saying? As long as you stay on your grind, dreams absolutely come true. I will tell you that. I am a testament to that truth right there. Like, dreams come true. I stayed on my grind. I started in 2017. I started my own label, my own business. Eventually picked up a management, and eventually got signed and started working with a lot of heavy hitter, producers and artists that are out there right now. Everybody knows me pretty much as the Helmet Artist. They probably seen my video. They probably heard the name. They probably heard my sound somewhere out there. I'm the only artist that's out there currently right now that's relevant, that walks around, with a fully masked helmet on my face. And also, I've actually transitioned over into synthwave 80s retro music artist. Shout out to New Wave Retro, that also displays my multitude of talents of bringing the 80s back, which we'll get into that a little later on. Mm-hmm. But yeah, everybody who knows me, they know that I've been on my grind. If you've gotten messages from me, if you've gotten auto messages from me, if you've gotten stuff from my management or me personally, I appreciate y'all supporting me, and I appreciate everybody who's gotten me to this point that I'm at right now. It is a blessing. I promise you, I wish that I can respond to everybody individually, but shout out to everybody who's on my Twitter, my Instagram, my Facebook, all my followers and all my fans around the world. And I appreciate everybody who's gotten me to this point right here. We're going to change music in this course forever.
All right. A lot of stuff. But let's go back to the part where you said I was responsible, the platform K100 Radio was responsible for you getting signed. And I just got to start. I just want to just focus in on that, if you don't mind, for like not long, just 60 seconds. Do tell that story. Let me get the background music back up. Do tell, just really quick. Exactly how does that happen? How did K100 Radio introduce you, or did you meet the people that eventually owned the label on Ill or Kill, or what happened? What happened? Okay,
So Ubilism, like I follow you in your movement, and I know you as an artist. I know you had just recently dropped a single. I fucks with it. It's really dope. Every single that I've had when I was an independent artist under my own label, mm-hmm. I've submitted to Ill or Kill, and the people have illed all those singles. And actually, if anybody just goes and looks up my name on YouTube. No, you don't have to type in nothing special. All you got to do is type in Von T, and I pop up. I actually shared all of your videos mm-hmm. That you've actually aired on Ill or Kill that actually had my singles on there. A couple of those I don't collect monetization on because other artists' singles are on there.
Right.
But I actually ended up finding you through a music contact of my own. And I heard that, that Atlanta, Georgia does this thing called Ill or Kill. And it was like, hey, you can get your songs, brutally bashed or honestly reviewed mm-hmm. by the people that are out there in the world who tune into your radio station. And I submitted at least 5 or 6 of my singles, and I have all of them by name. All the singles that are going to be on my album, outside of one, because that's the one that actually got me signed to Ill or Kill's segment, and just let the people just honestly just decide whether or not, like real time, whether or not your song is either you as an artist or you or your song is gonna make it or not.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, listen, that's what we built that platform for, and I appreciate you submitting it, and I appreciate you telling that story. I just want to reiterate to everybody that may be listening, K100 Radio, nor myself has ever on any blog, on any platform, on any post has ever said that we can make you a star. That is not why I built this shit. I don't go around telling people we can break records. We're going to make you a star. All we're going to do is keep it 100. And that's it. That's all we're going to do. If we say we're going to do the interview, you go through our protocol and do our fees. We're going to do the interview. If you submit the Ill or Kill, which is free, we're going to play it. And these people who don't know you or owe you anything are going to tell you straight up someone's going to be listening. And there are always people listening to our broadcast. That's all we tell you. That's it, fam. That's all we offer you. We're not here to tell you that we're the next people that's going to break you. We're just here to give you a platform as an independent artist, as a stepping stone. And we could have grown bigger, but I've purposely kept us where we need to be because of who I want to serve. And so shout out to Von T and shout out for that story. Now let's get into this interview.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
So we got music. We got a video extra up. We got some songs. We got a lot going on, and we got to get into as far as musically with you, fam. So we got to make sure we talk about this thing that you got going on right here. All right, Vontae. Vontae. Now, when he did his introduction, he told you guys he's a service member. Are you enlisted or officer? Which one?
I'm an officer all the way.
Okay. I've talked to several enlisted people who are also artists on K100 Radio, maybe about 5 or 6. I know just off the top of my head, maybe closer to 10, but 5 or 6 people who do music, but they're still active or reserves. Not an officer. So he's an officer in the military. What branch? Real quick.
I'm in the Army.
All right, in the Army. And somehow, some way, the Army has come for him. All right, you know how people be online, people like, listen, don't come for me. The Army has come for the homie because he does hip hop. I need you to go ahead and I actually watched the video that you had, but it was too long for us to kind of incorporate it within the show because we only got 30 minutes. So I want you to briefly tell us you're an Army officer, but you do hip hop, and the Army don't like that. They don't like it. What's going on, fam? Tell people what you got going on.
All right, so short and sweet, you know what I'm saying? I won't get into many details because, just like you just stated, you know what I'm saying, the video is on YouTube. If anybody's interested in following that video, they can always go to my page. It's front and center. It's right there. But to not get into too many details, yeah, I'm a service member. I'm a captain. I September 10th makes 16 years that a brother been in the military. I went to our war. I went to Iraq. I fought for our country, you know what I'm saying? I lost brothers. I shed blood, sweat, and tears for this country. And more or less, because I reached out to seek what I envisioned was the American dream, you know what I'm saying, of making something bigger than yourself. I was pretty much, the hammer came down for me for it. And everybody who knows me and everybody who's my fan base, who's out there, who knows, they know that I make more than hip hop music. I'm more than just music. All right, I speak as a voice for the people. I am very up to date and current on everything that's going on in our country right now and everything that has been going on with our nation. I'm a patriot. I bleed blood for this country. I've been enlisted. All right, I've been in many different jobs in the military and everything. But you know what I'm saying? As I was getting ready to get out of the military, particularly my single, which is called Turn Off the Lights, you know what I'm saying? I submitted it, and it hit World Star Hip Hop, and it got over 1 million views. And after it got over 1 million views, the military pretty much, where I'm at, Augusta, Georgia, my military unit pretty much said, hey, no, you know what I'm saying? That's un-American. And they said, pretty much, you got to take that down. That doesn't fall in line with what we are as an army. And I was trying to figure out, as this happened, I was dumbfounded, Blizz, like straight up, I was dumbfounded because I'm like, I'm a patriot. I'm a citizen. I am an American, citizen in this country. I have served for our country. I gave up my personal rights to go overseas and fought for this country. And you are sitting here and you are telling me that because I am pursuing a hip-hop career, that it is un-American. I can understand if I was online, and I was saying, Allah Akbar, or I was doing some other crazy stuff online, and or I mentioned anything in the military, but I didn't. This is all because a brother made hip-hop music, and I'm African-American. Mm-hmm. That's what this was all about. So, when this whole thing came down on my head, I was really confused. Like, I really went through all the military channels. I went through all the military systems that they have in place to try to bring this situation to light to the military. And this was before I talked to any radio interview, or this was before I talked to any news station, or this was before I decided to go public with anything. Like, I really did try to fix this in-house, if you would say. Like, I tried to fix this in-house because I knew, I'm on my way out the door. Like, I spent 16 years in, but my music career was picking up. Everything was going well with my music career and everything like that. And I decided this was the route that I wanted to take. But when they told me that my single Turn Off the Lights was un-American, when they told me that my single Turn Off the Lights was not in line with what military soldiers are pretty much supposed to be doing. Mm-hmm. Like I took big offense to that, bro. Like I took big offense to that, and that was before the Black Lives Matter movement. That was before George Floyd, Breonna Taylor. This was before any of this movement went out. I tried to ask them. I tried to understand, and nobody could make me understand. And I'm still trying to figure out to this day, how can I go overseas and I could fight and I can die and bleed for this country that I live in called America, but somehow you tell me that hip hop music is un-American. Mm-hmm. You tell me that somehow this is not the fabric of what this country is made of. You know what I'm saying? When soldiers, everybody, everything that we listen to, everything that we do in this country, hip hop music and our culture is absolutely 100% tied into everything that happens in this country, mm-hmm. whether they want to believe it or not. Our music is always used when it comes to comedic relief. It's always used when it's on commercials. If anybody wants to challenge me on that, I promise you can go on any commercial that's out there right now, Applebee's, any of these retailers that are out there, and I guarantee you they have some kind of African-American music that is playing behind them with a white person that is talking behind that music that's playing, and they use it as promotion. So I'm trying to figure out how my music is so un-American that I can't pursue a hip-hop career after the military. And so they did. They came from me, and I decided to speak out and fight it.
So a couple of things, and we got to get into the music. So we're probably going to go over 30 minutes, but it's cool. It's no problem, because I want to make sure that we got the whole story. Couple questions, couple things I got to add to what you just said. First and foremost, when you say you're on your way out, are you retiring? Are you ending your enlistment? Are they forcing you out? Did you go to captain's mass, a court martial for this? How you're saying you're going out, but without maybe incriminating yourself in any kind of litigation or anything? Just really quick, really brief answer. What do you mean you're on your way out?
Okay, so just so I can clear the air, you know what I'm saying? I'm not incriminating myself. I'm an officer. I'm an educated brother. I consider myself a pretty educated person. So, I'm able to speak about certain things that I want to talk about. I'm not enlisted. I'm an officer. When I say I'm on my way out, I'm on my way out as far as a medical board. Like, I am medically retiring because I've been in for 16 years, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been deployed. I've done a lot of things. It's time for me to move on with my career. So when I say like I'm on my way out the door, like I'm medically retiring. I haven't reached 20 years. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to reach 20 years because the military, you know what I'm saying, the situation that kind of popped up, it kind of prematurely activated my medical retirement. But that's cool. Like I was cool with that. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and medical retire. But everything that I'm talking about right now, the news media has definitely got a hold of this. The Augusta news media has a hold of this, and everything that I'm talking about has been approved through all the military channels for me to talk about, because I had made it a point to let the military know, let the Army know, that I do plan on talking about this, because I want people to know when it goes down in history that Von T stood with the people. He didn't stand on the sideline and let y'all get tear gassed and let people get, and you know what I'm saying, pelleted to the face or whatever the case may be. Like, I stand with our people.
All right. So it's a couple more things, and we're going to jump into the music. I just want to say, your stance of you just didn't understand why or how the U.S. government, and especially the Army, felt a kind of way about the song. And we don't have that particular song loaded up, which is kind of tragic for this particular interview. We've got other songs, not the song that actually they had on World Star. I don't have those. I have Skeletons, Undefeated, and Extra Up, the video. So I don't have the actual song that you did. But the point of it is, irregardless, doesn't matter. Regardless of the fact, I think the American government was never really for us, and neither was the country really built for us. And I'm just gonna go out on a limb and just in general say that because you were an officer, I can understand why you felt like, well, I'm an officer, and so thus I serve my country. Why are you harassing me? But America was never really built for us. So as long as they can benefit from your service, they're okay with it. Now, whatever lyrics in the song that ticked them off, whatever, maybe it was a video, maybe it was a scene, it doesn't really matter. I think the overall point of the story is the fact that when you're in the military, the military basically has this code of conduct. You can call it the UCMJ, whatever you want to call it. And they want you to go by it strictly. But I feel your point, because you're saying I'm a citizen, I can make hip hop. Hip hop is a part of the American way, and it is, but it's a part of the Black American way. And the Black America is not the same as the white America. And I think ultimately that's just essentially what it is. Like, we know that hip hop is a part of American culture. We know that they profit off hip hop every day, but it's quote unquote black music. And so they don't necessarily see it as the same. And so they're never going to just treat it, to me personally, in your situation, as if, yeah, it's just music. It's okay. No, it's black music. And he's saying something that we particularly don't like. A white guy could do rock and roll music or heavy metal music, and it will never even hit their radar. You know what I'm saying? They could do hard metal and be talking about devil worshiping, pedophilia, whatever they want to talk about in their song, but because of the genre, it'll never come across their radar. But your song was on World Star Hip Hop. Again, black owned. It's a hip hop song, again, black culture. And I think ultimately you just have to understand, and I think anybody listening to your story has to understand that it's a black thing. And it is what it is. And this is America. And we've been shown here recently several instances of this country technically really ain't for us, whether you serve or not. And I think that's all I got to say about it. But I feel what you're coming from, and I understand where you're coming from, and it's complete bullshit. But I think essentially it all boils down to the fact that whether you're a service member or not, this is still fucking America. That's just how I feel. This is still America, and America is still a racist ass fucking country. And that's just the way the fuck it is, Von T. You kind of feel me on that? That's kind of where I'm at with it.
Absolutely, absolutely, Blend. Like, I mean, you pretty much, you know what I'm saying, hit the nail on the head, and that's pretty much why, like, I'm here today. You know, outside of all of my success that I have had, despite of the obstacles that have been in my way, like you hit the nail on the head, like 100%. You hit the nail on the head. That is why, like, I decided, you know what I'm saying, to come out and reach out to what is going on with me right now. Like, I need to, it ain't even really about me or my music at this point. Like, it's about our African Americans and minorities who are in the military. I need them to know that if you have dreams that are outside the line of what America considers to be, yes, you know what I'm saying, whatever they consider to be American, you know, you pretty much put your military career at risk if this is a dream that you feel like is worth chasing.
Yeah. And shout out to the homie, my family Chill Will over there, man. Shout out to the homie. He's over there checking us on the Instagram Live. Listen, Von T, and we're gonna go over, and it is what it is, because we got to get to the music, and I'm gonna give you a fair shake on the music. But as far as this interview goes, and as far as what we're talking about, there's a couple things that anybody that may be listening to this need to know. All right, Von T is in the military. I'm actually a veteran myself. All right, so I've actually been in the military myself. So anybody who knows me needs to know that. Anybody listening to this broadcast needs to know I wasn't in for 16 years. I did my one enlistment and couldn't fucking do it anymore. Couldn't play the game anymore. You feel me? So I gave him 3 and I was out. So I got out with an honorable and all that kind of stuff. They ain't saying I almost got kicked out. I got court-martialed while I was in. You feel what I'm saying? Captain's mast twice, court-martialed once while I was in. This wasn't for me, but I made my way out. It was tough for me because I came from the streets and I went straight to the military, and I just realized I made a grave mistake when I got there. So all I did, I just did my time like it was prison and got the hell out. And that's how I felt when I was in there, you know, say for my enlistment. That was my personal experience. Everybody's not going to have the experience. I don't expect everybody to understand that part, but I went through a lot in it, and that's a whole separate segment and show. But be that as it may, Von T, I just want everybody to understand that the U.S. government and what you're going through right now, brother, it's simply because this country, no matter whether you're serving as a captain or whether you was an E3 like I was. You know what I'm saying? In the military. It doesn't matter. The country wasn't built for us per se. They will allow us to serve. They will allow us because we were allowed to serve when they were still calling us nigger. And all we could do was peel potatoes and serve the food, but they would still let us come in because they needed us. So that's never really changed. You know what I'm saying? So we've been a part of the military service branch before we even could fucking sip at the same water fountain with our counterparts. That is what it is. That's the America way. That is America. And so recently here we've had this country be exposed for a lot more BS that they still got to work out and they still got to fix. And I just feel like ultimately, your situation as an independent artist or anybody that's in the military got to understand that when you in the military, you already ain't free as the average black man, but you definitely 100% ain't nowhere near close to being free if you still enlisted into the military, enlisted officer, whatever. You still active duty, still all that. They're just going to try to hold you to some kind of ridiculous standard that they don't even hold themselves as a country to. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the hypocrisy in it all. That's the hypocrisy of it, but that's the facts. Those are the facts. That's it. I'm off my soapbox. And so is Von T. And now we're going to play some music.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, Hip Hop and R&B.
Now that we got that out the way,
K100, you bastard.
Make sure you support the brother. Check out Von T's music. This is K100 Radio. I'm your host, Blizzum. All right, fam. So we've got some songs, and we're going to go ahead and run these joints down. I got the Extra Up video. You want me to rock the video for the people, or you want to just play Skeletons and Undefeated? Which one you want me to do?
Hey, yo, you can go ahead and rock the video first because that's what got me. That's what put me on with you, Billy.
All right. So listen, this is the homie Von T. He's got this song. It's called Extra Up. All right. We're gonna rock this video. We're gonna come back and play these other two songs, Skeletons and Undefeated, and we're gonna run these joints. Is Skeletons and Undefeated? Those are singles, right? Those part of a bigger project?
Those are singles. Those are singles, yes. Undefeated is part of my album. Skeletons is a single as it is.
All right. So for all my people that's watching over there on the Facebook Live, you'll see the video for Extra Up. Extra Up just came out recently, though. Extra Up isn't, even though we got Skeletons and Undefeated, Extra Up is this year, right? This is the current single.
Yeah, it is. Yep, it's this year.
So the homie's been grinding. Von T's been, throughout all of this bullshit, throughout all of this stuff they taking him through, he's still grinding. He's still putting music out. He's still doing videos. He's on his grind as an independent artist, man. I want you to do me a good introduction to Extra Up, and we're going to run this video, and then we'll come right back and run these songs, fam. Tell us what we're getting into, bro.
Yo, this the song on Extra Up, and everybody who out there who ain't regular, hey, ain't nothing but extra.
All right, man, let's check this joint out, man. Shout out to the homie Von T for not standing down and for keeping on his grind. All right, America, you just need to get your shit together in general. All right.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, Hip Hop and R&B.
Extra. I just upgraded from a regular. I don't like to play with a spatula. Hit up the plug, he a Chinaman. He wrap up the packs and he fly me in. DHL became a new best friend. If the order wrong, tell try again. Extra, yeah. Extra, hey, yeah. I just upgraded from a regular. I don't like to play with a spatula. Hit up the plug, he a Chinaman. He wrap up the packs and he fly me in. DHL became a new best friend. If the order wrong, tell try again. Hey, wardrobe used to be so old. Now I run around in designer clothes. First chain was all white gold. Threw the plug on with the extra dough. I don't fuck with that hoe no more. Straight up Jomo on that hoe. New bitch, she so extra dough. Fuck it, I'm better off being alone. Looking at the diamonds on my wrist. Swear to God, a nigga got him pissed. I'm just talking shit, but this shit be hard to admit. Game lock, make a nigga quit. About to have a fit. Now that the video wanna spit. Nigga, she said that's it. Nobody wanna hold the door, don't wanna lend a hand dance, so I had to kick in the bitch. Don't give a fuck about the fake shit. It wasn't fake cash for it, that's real shit. And I started on my own. Only nigga make a move. No deal, no sponsorship. Symbiotic music, be my shit. Ride around the town on the Eagle trip. Riding in the car with the extra clip. Whipping up. Extra. I just upgraded from a regular. I don't like to play with a spatula. Hit up the plug, he a Chinaman. He wrap up the packs and he fly me in. DHL became a new best friend. If the order wrong, tell try again. Extra, yeah. Extra, hey, yeah. I just upgraded from a regular. I don't like to play with a spatula. Hit up the plug, he a Chinaman. He wrap up the packs and he fly me in. DHL became a new best friend. If the order wrong, tell try again. Making $300 deals on the phone like I just bought a new car. People say that I got new money. Fucking other shit like a porn star. I talked to a bitch, she got a great shape. She do anything except for the gram. Found another bitch, got a sex tape. On top of that, them and then got a whole man. I'm beating up the shit like a great ape. I'm beating up the shit like a great ape. I want all the smoke. Fuck it, it's gonna be extra. Me, there gonna be some give and take. Guarantee if I take a loss, save a little extra just for the call. Got some shit on my head, let it rip, then the beat come out. Say the van draw. Extra, 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 extra. I just upgraded from a regular. I don't like I played with a spatula. Hit up the plug, yeah, Chinaman. He ramp up the packs and he fly me in. DHL became a new best friend. If the order wrong, tell try again. Extra, extra, yeah. Extra, 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 hey, yeah. I just upgraded from a regular. I don't like I played with a spatula. Hit up the plug, yeah, Chinaman. He ramp up the packs and he fly me in. DHL became a new best friend. If the order wrong, tell try again. I don't fuck with nothing on the regular. Hit him on the cellular, he beat out the competitor. I'm just a wrestler. Settled in the temperature to try to man the plug, he embezzler. After with a sweater, want a new chain. But the bill, they be fucking with a nigga chain. But I won't meet up with the man, kiss his ass in the red. Hit him, come and sell Kanye. So right now, yeah, nigga got bill. So right now, yeah, nigga gon' chill. But when I meet up from the plug, I get to the mentally ill like it's Advil. Talking that extra stuff. Stacking up, stacking more. Got a little money, upgraded my luck. Now it's about time to go extra up. Extra, 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 extra. I just upgraded from a regular. I don't like I played with a spatula. Hit up the plug, yeah, Chinaman. He ramp up the packs and he fly me in. DHL became a new best friend. If the order wrong, tell try again. Extra, extra, yeah. Extra, 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 hey, yeah. I just upgraded from a regular. I don't like I played with a spatula. Hit up the plug, yeah, Chinaman. He ramp up the packs and he fly me in. DHL became a new best friend. If the order wrong, tell try again.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, Hip Hop and R&B.
K100, you bastards!
That was the homie Von C. That was extra up, man. All right, we just showed the video for that joint. If you're over there on our Facebook Live, then you probably saw that joint, okay? If you're over here watching us over here on the YouTube channel, all right, you probably saw that. Make sure you subscribe to our page and find Von T over there, all right? And subscribe to that. Hey, yo, Von T.
Yo.
All right, homie. Let's go ahead and keep it pushing to the next one. Now, which one of these songs you want me to go ahead and run real quick? We got Skeletons and Undefeated. Which one we listening to?
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and run with Undefeated, and the only reason why I want to run with Undefeated is because this single right here is gonna appear on Safari's mixtape. If anybody don't know him, you know he's pretty relevant out there right now. He made a remix to Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion's "Bad." That's my homeboy. That's my brother, my Jamaican brother. It's gonna be on his mixtape coming out pretty much September 29th. That's when the mixtape drops. My single Undefeated. That's pretty much talking about, you know what I'm saying, everything that's going on with me and everything. You pretty much already alluded to it, but everything that's going on with me, everything that's going on with our country, us as minorities, us as African Americans, us as a people, we stand undefeated. And that track right there, that pretty much is, you know, Safari was fucking with it. I fuck with my brother. I love my brother. You know what I'm saying, everything like that. I just want to play that track because, you know what I'm saying, that pretty much is just a statement. Yeah, us as minorities and African Americans, we stand undefeated. We're going to get through this.
All right, let's check this one out. This is Von T. Name is joint is called Undefeated.
K100, you bastards!
Music.
Here I am, here I stand, I'm undefeated. Here I am, we stand united, we can beat it. Here I am, here I stand, and I can beat it.
Chill on a Sunday. I'm trying to stack the plate at the beat like a buffet. About to catch a flight California. But looking at the news, Corona said not today. 20 got it set inside, it's so deceiving. 100 dying every day, I still don't believe it. The news, the media I mean, there's millions unemployed and ain't got no way to eat. And we still don't have a plan, but there's testing for at least. And we're in quarantine, really, we still can't find no peace. Because they kill us just for being black and jogging down the street. Prayed up, Minnesota shit crazy. There's no peace, justice, moving lazy. Please, sir, my stomach hurts, I can't breathe. I'm about to die, I'm calling out the mama, please. I'm black in America with dreams turn to nightmares. Try to abide by the law, but they don't fight fair. Say I need to calm down, get that shit up out of here. They aiming at my head, so arms, I guess I gotta bear. Here I am, here I stand, I'm undefeated.
K100, you bastard!
I like that one though. That one was a really dope record. Shout out to that collaboration and the artist that's on that joint, man. That one is a vibe right there, homie. Salute. I like that one though. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. Salute to you on that one, man. That one right there is pretty dope. We're on the line right now with Von T. And before we get ready to get up out of here, I want to run this one last song, man. Tell me about the Skeletons joint.
All right. So for everybody who's out there on the who listening to the Skeletons joint right now, like I want to let them know, like if you haven't caught wind to what's going on, there's a new genre of music out there called New Retro Wave. That's NRW. And me, I am the rapper of New Retro Wave. Like I am signed, I am ready to move forward and move business. And I'm letting every artist know, whether they be independent or whether they be major, that if you are looking for a synth wave, 80s retro artist that is out there right now, I'm that guy. Like I'm that guy that's going to connect synth wave to rap and trap. Like I've already talked to everybody who's working with me and everything like that. Like I am the artist that's going to connect that. This track right here is going to connect synth wave to trap, and I'm going to be the one to do it in God's name.
I have no idea what I'm about to hear, but this is K100 Radio, and this is Von T.
You are tuned to the K100 Radio, hip-hop and R&B.
Let's find out what this is.
K100, you bastards!
So how she ended up in my bed. Fast forward the story about 3 or 4 months, and I think we got too far ahead. I think the situation's misleading, or is it that I could have misled? Somehow the lines of our love got lost when she started asking questions. I said, don't worry, I can handle my casket. Believe me, I heard all the gossip. Look in the mirror with the questions you're asking. Come on, here's the time to be on it. Don't worry, I can handle my casket. I've been dead, but I ain't being modest. Look in the mirror, I swear, I promise. Don't bury me and leave the skeletons in the closet. I feel like a walking zombie. Emotions that I just can't shed. You want me to open, I don't know how. And the topic is something I dread. I think your deception deceives me, or is it that you could have misled? Somehow the choices in life are not easy. I think some things are better unsaid. Don't worry, I can handle my casket. Believe me, I heard all the gossip. Look in the mirror with the questions you're asking. Come on, here's the time to be on it. Don't worry, I can handle my casket. I've been dead, but I ain't being modest. Look in the mirror, I swear, I promise. Don't bury me and leave your skeletons in the closet.
It's going down.
Here's another exclusive interview on K100 Radio.
K100, you bastard!
You said retro 80s. I kind of figured. I thought in my brain about what the hell retro 80s meets trap. In my brain, I was trying to process it. You know, it actually sounded kind of sort of like what I thought it would, Von T. All things being equal. I was thinking about just, you know, reminiscing back to a Karate Kid Goonies movie or something, and then what would I be hearing right now? Right. You know, maybe even more current if you watch Stranger Things. I don't know. Anyway, I see what you're doing there.
Exactly.
I see what you're doing there. You're going for the bag. The bag will probably be secured quicker with that particular record, even though I love all your other music. That's probably going to bring you a check. Yeah, I'm going to go with that one. All right, fam. We ran over, but I wanted to make sure I gave you a fair time. So go ahead and run down how everybody can find all your music and everything so we can get up out of here, bro.
All right, bro. Like, I appreciate it. Yeah. Y'all can find me at anything that's Von T. You can type in anything Von T or at Kovu1278. That's on any social media platform, or you can just type in Von T. I'm verified on YouTube. I'm almost verified on Instagram. I almost got that little blue check. I'm still working towards it. But anything that you type in, you can just type in Von-T. Don't forget the dash. And then again, that Skeletons, that's dropping tomorrow. Again, that's dropping tomorrow. That's everywhere. It's already been confirmed. If you like that track, if you like any of my music, you can find it at Von T. You can find it at Slapbox, our music headquarters, which is my management. And shout out to all of them.
All right. Good conversation, homie. If you missed any part of this conversation that I had with the homie Von T, make sure you check it out over there on our Spotify podcast. It'll be up there probably the day or so. Also on our YouTube page in a day or so. So just make sure that if you didn't hear any of the conversation that we had about him being a service member and the military government coming for him behind his pursuit of a career in hip-hop, if you missed all of that, check out that part of that conversation by going to either one of those platforms and listen. Also on our SoundCloud page, by the way, also. I know a lot of people feel a way about SoundCloud. I don't know. SoundCloud is so easy and so dope. Like, why do people have a thing about SoundCloud? But it's on our SoundCloud, it's on our Spotify podcast, and our YouTube channel. And of course, we leave these Facebook live streams over there on the K100 Radio Facebook live stream. All right, good conversation, Von T, man. I had a great time, man. Dope music. That last one was really different, but again, I see what you're going there. That's definitely a placement record. So you know, just let me know when you get that check. Just give me an update on that one. All right.
Right. 100.
All right, homie. I'll get you next round. All right, K100 Radio.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
Yeah.
Oh. K100, you bastards.
And I appreciate everybody rocking with us over here at K100 Radio. We're getting ready to wrap this up. Again, I had a great time talking to the independent artists that we talked to tonight. Our first interview was with the homie Doe, and then our second interview was with the homie Von T. Just make sure that if you did miss any of the interviews, just subscribe. Just subscribe to our YouTube channel, fam. Like if you're literally watching this on YouTube right now, it's not gonna cost you a single dime, nothing to just scroll to the K100 Radio and subscribe to our page. Or if you're hearing this on Spotify, like follow the Spotify podcast. Like hit the subscribe button so you can get the updates. Like that don't cost you shit. If you're on Facebook, like the page. All right. I ain't even asking you to share it. Just give us the like. Give us the subscription. That's all we want right now. But if you want to share it, cool. K100radio.com. Again, I'm your host, Blizzum. This was another round of direct line interviews on K100.